Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is The Zulu on YouTube. On Instagram, I am The Zulu on your gram, and on X, I am The Zulu on your TL. Okay, TL as in your timeline. So on any platform I ever hop on, I'll be The Zulu on your whatever that platform is. So yeah, I am back with this video, which is long overdue. I sincerely apologize for dropping off of the face of the earth. Yeah, okay, so I have been away because the devil has been sifting me. I know we say we can't blame the devil for everything. This one, I am blaming him, but I do take responsibility for just in general. I struggle with being consistent when I adopt new habits, so I know that's part of it as well. But every time I would think about coming on here and making a video, I would just think, but I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to share with anybody. But then I'm constantly sharing on my WhatsApp. Not constantly, it's slowed down over the past year or two. I've slowed down significantly. But there's definitely things that I've shared that I could have come on here and expanded on. Remember, this channel is an extension of my WhatsApp statuses. So what I can't expand on, what I can't expand on there, I come and I expand here. Like I just drop tidbits and then I come here and I expand. Because I know there's somebody always wanting to know more. Sometimes maybe they're scared to ask, or they're reluctant to ask, or they're just lazy to type and conversate, when they could just conversate is not a word, when they could just come to my YouTube channel and hear more about it. Right, so remember, and if you want to come onto my WhatsApp, you have to ask for my number, and if you want my number, it's 1,000 rand. Okay, 1,000 rand to get my phone number. I am so serious about that. So serious. So why I have been away, besides the fact that I struggle with consistency when I adopt new habits, I just learned that the devil is busy sifting me. As I sit here, I am being sifted, Kesana. I am being sifted. For more reference, you can go to the book of Luke. I'm actually gonna look for that story. Hold on. Okay, we are back. I have cracked open my Bible, which I have not done in a very long time. When I tell you, when you finally understand sifting, you'll understand. When I say I haven't cracked open my Bible in a very long time. I haven't spent time with God in a very long time. I haven't gone to church in a very long time. And I haven't, there's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, but all those things that we're supposed to do as believers, I haven't done those things in a very long time. Okay, so we are at the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 31 to 34, and it reads as follows. Jesus predicts Peter's denial. Let me just check. This is the King James version, not the New King James. It's not the New King James, it's the King James version. So it's titled Jesus predicts Peter's denial. At this point, I feel like Peter is my spirit animal. Can I say that? Is that New Age? I think that's New Age. But I have never to a Bible character the way I relate to Peter right now. I actually wrote that in my journal. Like that Peter, all right. I think if I track my ancestry all the way up somewhere, back to Eve, somewhere I will come across Peter, because no way am I not his descendant, because wow. It's just wow. Okay. All right. So Luke chapter 22, verse 31. Jesus predicts Peter's denial. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, remember it's Simon Peter. Simon, Simon, indeed Satan has asked for you that he may sift you as wheat. So to sift, dichomi. To sift wheat. I encourage you to Google sifting of wheat. So they put the wheat I think it's to separate it from the tares. So the wheat and the tares, they look the same. So to separate it, they put it on this, I don't know what it's called, they throw the wheat in the air, and then the wind will blow the tares away because the tares are hollow. The tares are hollow, and they blow away. The wheat is heavier, so it'll stay behind. So they throw the wheat and the tares in the air, and then the wind blows the tares away, and then the wheat stays behind. So they keep throwing it like that to separate the wheat from the tares. And are you a tare or are you wheat? At this point, I'm a tare, child. I'm a tare. Okay. And so sifting, right? Sift. And the point of sifting is to make sure that the good part is left behind and the bad part is blown away. Or is it? Okay. Catch that. Okay. Verse 32. But I have prayed for you that your faith should not fail, and when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren. But he said to him, Lord, I am ready to go with you, both to prison and to death. Then he said, I tell you, Peter, the rooster shall not crow this day before you will deny 3 times that you know me. Oh, goodness. So Jesus goes to Peter and says, the devil wants to sift you. But I've prayed, I have interceded for you that your faith will not fail. And Peter's like, no, I am incapable of, wronging you or failing, I guess. I'm incapable of failing you. Where you go, I go. You jump. If you say jump, I say how high. I am with you, till the end. I am a Christian. I am your follower. I am, And Jesus says, my boy, you're going to deny me 3 times, And we all know how the story goes. He actually did. And he was so distraught. But he came back. So, I am Peter. Right? I see myself in Peter. Or I'm in Peter's situation right now. Where, when you're at the beginning, you're at the beginning of your walk with Christ, you're enthusiastic and everything, you're just on fire, you're just, you're so excited to wake up every Sunday to go to church, or in the middle of the week, you're so excited if there's a prayer meeting, I'm going to church. There was a point where I was so excited about church. I loved church. I was willing to be chained to the gates, or maybe not the gates because it's cold outside. You could chain me to the toilet, the way I love church so much, and just leave me there and unchain me again when service starts again, because I just loved church. And over time, especially more recently, one thing I can say hurt my faith, right? So in the sifting, my faith was hurt by life's circumstances. And when I say that, I mean disappointments. And you get disappointed over and over and over again. And just when you think this is going right, it fails. Something else comes and you're like, okay, no, this one is going to work out. And it doesn't. Or you pursue something, you're like, okay, when I pursue this one, it's going to go right. And it doesn't. And or people disappoint you, situations disappoint you. Well, for me, disappointment after disappointment, hurt after hurt. My heart, my mind, my spirit and my soul kept taking knock after knock after knock, physically, emotionally, psychologically, one knock after the other. Just as I try to get up from one, another one comes. Just as I try to get up from one, another one comes. And it happens to a lot of us. And it's so important as believers that we get to it where even after disappointment, our faith doesn't fail. Okay? And so mine has just taken knock after knock after knock to a point where my heart was hardened. My heart was hardened, especially to the things of God. I mean, I've been disappointed in my life before recently, like many times, many times. Yeah, if I can tell you my life story, and I never faulted God for that. I never faulted God. But I was like, no, God didn't do anything. Like, I would always protect God and be like, God did not do anything. This is just life. But recently, I have been, every time something happens, I'll be looking at God and be like, nah, this is you. You know, like, I kept blaming God. And as a result, my heart hardened. It hardened. You could not penetrate with the word. Like, the word would not penetrate, whether it was a sermon, the Bible. I wasn't even trying the Bible. No gospel music, nothing was going through. It was literally a stone. You know, the Bible speaks of a heart of flesh and a heart of stone. I had a heart of stone, and I desperately needed God to transform my heart into a heart of flesh so that I could feel again, so that His word and His love could penetrate through again. And I just kept going with emotions, you know, because I'm here, I'm alive, I have to carry on. And recently, like a few weeks, this has been going on since last year, maybe 2020, late 2023, early 2024, right up until now. And only recently, a few weeks ago, I learned, hey, the devil is trying to get you. He's trying to cause your faith to fail, and to bring you over to his side. I was full on questioning God, questioning my faith, questioning Christianity. I mean, questions are encouraged. You need to ask questions. I mean, we don't, as believers, I do not believe that we should be believing blindly, or we should be just, it is what it is, so just do it. Ask questions. Just like the Bereans in the Bible, when Paul would preach, they went and they searched the word to see whether what he was saying is actually true, you know. So we have to be critical thinkers as believers. You don't switch off your mind. But back to my point, I would actually question Christianity to try and poke holes into this concept that I've believed my whole life. And this has happened before, and God brought me back. It's happening again. Now I'm being very candid. It's happening again, and I think as believers, it's the devil will always try to get you. He will always, especially in the last days, it's gonna get harder and harder. The closer we get to the end, the harder it's gonna become to stay on the horse. I am fully aware of that. It's gonna get harder and harder, and that's why the Bible speaks of the great falling away in the last days. Many people will renounce their faith, right? Many people will hop off the horse, and I do not want to be one of those people. I desperately do not want to be, but I have seen myself, and I still see myself slowly drifting away, and I don't want to. I literally, one time earlier this year, I said, God, I literally stood in the middle of the kitchen, not in the middle, but I was in the kitchen. I said, God, I'm slipping away, like, catch me. I don't want to go, but I am slipping away. I need you to do something now, okay? And I confided in a friend regarding all of this, and they stopped talking to me. If she's watching this, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. We all have to do what's best for ourselves. But I pray she comes back. But I don't know. I don't want to dwell on that, but she stopped talking to me. She helped me and then she stopped talking to me. I have to mention that she helped me. She counseled me, she encouraged me, and then she stopped talking to me. Well, she deleted my number. Okay, but anyway, if you're watching this, I still love you. I hope you come back and no hard feelings. I am hurt, but no hard feelings. So I am Peter. What was I saying? My heart hardened, impenetrable, and I am still trying to find my feet back to God. It's hard. Mix that with, just life, my health, my spiritual, my psychological, my everything, juggling it's a lot. So all of that, the devil shaking me and sifting me. And after watching a sermon early this morning, I think around 3 to 4 a.m., I was watching a sermon about being sifted. And what I got from that sermon is, you know what, the devil will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to sift you. But those are actually opportunities for you to strengthen your faith. Those are opportunities for you to strengthen your faith muscle. And just like when we sin is an opportunity to experience God's grace. Sin is an opportunity to experience God's mercies. And sin is, just like Paul says, grace doesn't mean that sin must abound. No, it's not an excuse to sin. But when we do sin, which we will because we're in this flesh, grace is there. Mercy is there. And even the Bible, it says, there's a parable even attached to it. I just don't remember where and what the parable is. But one who is forgiven much loves much. So our shortcomings are an opportunity for us to see God's amazing aspects. Love, mercy, grace. And here in the story of Peter, Jesus says to him, "But I have prayed for you that your faith should not fail. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren." So we go through the sifting. Your sifting may look different from mine. My faith was definitely rattled by all the disappointments that I've experienced, especially in the past year or two. Knock after knock after knock. Yours, you may have been violated. You may have lost your assets. You may have lost a loved one or loved ones. People just keep dying, You may have hoped for an opportunity, a huge opportunity, and it slipped through your hands. You may have made a decision or decisions that have just devastated you and they have knocked your faith. But let us go to Jesus and ask him to intercede for us and continue to intercede for us, that our faith will not fail and that he would cause us to return to him so that we can strengthen our brethren. You know that saying, we go through things to help others? I think this embodies that more than anything. So when you've gone through, when you've learned the lesson, when you've gotten up and dusted yourself off and gone back and settled back on the horse, go back and encourage others, which is what I am doing. Have I returned? I'm not saying I'm not a Christian anymore, but have I returned? Not fully. Maybe because my definition of return is not, it's not what it should be. I need to go revise what returning means, because here Jesus tells Peter, once you return, but what does return mean? What does it look like? That's something I need to explore. But as it stands, I feel like I haven't returned. But here I am nonetheless encouraging you. Peter returned. Yes, he did. He denied Jesus 3 times, just like Jesus said he would. But he returned. And boy, did he cause umriviti in hell. He was doing the things for the kingdom, right? Up until the end. He returned, and he returned strong. Okay, so I'm gonna do a profile of Peter. Let me know if you want to see that. If you want me to profile Peter and share that with you, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so that's why I have been away. My time is almost up. So that's why I've been away. Just life being disappointing. Life is very good at that, and just being knocked over and over, one punch after the other. My heart hardened, impenetrable, but has begun to soften. And have I fully returned? No. Do I hope to? Absolutely. I am desperate. Please pray for me. And here I am. I just want to be faithful to what I've started, and by posting this video. So I hope this has helped somebody. And if there's anything else you'd like me to expand on, please share that in the comments. And thank you for watching. Please do stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Turn on your notification buttons, all the YouTube things. You know the script, you know the drill, you know how we do. This is the Zuli on YouTube, signing out. Bye.